Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you've got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 20. Yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Jackson on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
A first carry for the legend. It's Bo Jackson. 8 yards here, so that gets him back within striking distance. And now it's third down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. They'll try the left side. Dickerson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The gain that time, 13 yards to reset them 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down. On first down, Dickerson. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. The tackle made by Keith Bullock. On second down now, Dickerson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long, escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. So there you go, partner. How about that?
Oh, that was pretty cool.
That will tie the all-time record set by Matt Prater of the Broncos back in 2013.
And you know, when Prater hit from 64, that was like breaking DiMaggio's streak or breaking the 4-minute mile of Bannister. Tom Dempsey, 63, that was a legendary number. So to top that here, even if it just ties the record, Pretty darn awesome.
Ready? Mike's 50. Ricky. Check.
They'll run on first down. Peyton, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Get him, boy. Get him.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Set, hut. AC Gator. I'm coming for you, son.
On third down, Peyton, boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Well, so much for picking it up on the ground on third down. Third play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
15 for the Niners there and a first down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. And an alley to run. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll try the left side. Peyton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Dancing to his left. He's got Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Julio Jones there to make the grab. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Let's go!
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they load him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Throwing on third and long. Jackson. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Credit the sack to the safety, Sean Taylor.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. Third and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
On the ready. 26. Here we go. 81. Watch 20.
On first down, it's Jackson. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 39, Jackson eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's third and long. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The sack by Julius Peppers. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Switch.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Forced out to his left. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll try the left side. Dickerson. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Peyton, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Play action. It's Jackson. And he's got a moonwalk. A well-executed 22-yard gain. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Bo. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off, Byron Jones. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Result is a first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Dickerson, and an alley to run. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Jackson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. They'll try the left side. Dickerson fighting him off. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. Flushed out right. Wide open receiver complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
In your face.
They'll try the left side. Dickerson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Dickerson Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I bet there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Here's Jackson. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Yo, 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 yo. Yo.
And they, in fact, will throw it. Got an open man. It's a noon one. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Jackson now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. They run the counter. Jackson fights off the defender, fights through at the 5. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Bang, 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 bang. Kill, kill, kill.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught by Jackson. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
26, Mike. What we got? What we got? What we got? 26, Mike. 26.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. And there will be a break in the action here. They're going to take a timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Now Jackson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
3 down, 3 down. 26, Mike, 26, Mike. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist.
Jackson to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away.
He was defended by Jalen Ramsey.
Here's Ray Guy now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of hail.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So that'll do it for Charles Davis, the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.